Hiya, Cosmic Cat here. Okay, this is a birthday reading if your birthday is today, February 6th, and you are that Airy Aquarius in the 11th house. Eccentric, humanitarian, unpredictable, freedom seeker, carefree, sociable. If this is you, we are going to do a special reading for you today. This is going to involve a past, present, and future position. And for you, dear Aquarius, today I received in the mail this new deck that I've been waiting for months because the first shipment was the incorrect deck. So we just got this today, and I'm feeling that we're going to start with this. This is a serpent deck, and this is the year of the snake. Now, this is a timeless reading, so no matter what year you're in, we are currently in 2025, but even if you watch this in a future date, it's going to be present for you on your birthday. So we're going to take, okay, I'm just getting confirmation here that this is the one that we're going to take. So this will be like your significator card, okay? So we have the Serpent's Sacred Transformation. The Serpent's Sacred Transformation. And I'd like for you to look at this card and allow yourself to feel what you're feeling in your solar and your sacral plexus at this time when you see this card. There's so much activation I'm feeling with the throat and with the heart. So some of you are working on your heart and your throat space in expanding it, balancing those areas, maybe opening your heart up to something new, speaking your truth, speaking words of wisdom to others that maybe you've held back before in the past. This suggests the Serpent's Sacred Transformation. This also has right here this light. So you're starting, maybe, okay, so some of your Kundalini yoga, you're doing Kundalini yoga, and your Kundalini is starting to activate. It is said that it's dormant in our lower area of our body where our power, where our root chakra is for a very long time. I just noticed this white light right here just glowing, and it is almost above your root in your sacral and your solar plexus. So this is an affirmation here. Spirit is wanting you to be mindful of. And this is also interesting that I'm feeling a turtle shell in your head. So this is giving me vibes of, I'm feeling a Mother Earth energy, really strong Mother Earth. You're very connected to Mother Earth, nature. You love going outdoors, being surrounded by nature. It's really where you feel connected the most. You can't explain it. You don't know why it is, but you're always drawn there. And it's almost as if you hear Mother Earth calling you. And it's not, it may not even be, it's subconsciously. It may not even be like you hear words in your head. It's just like, okay, I need to go to the park today. Okay, it's time for me to take a hike. Okay, it's time for me to get away for the weekend. And there could also be some stubbornness within you. That could also be something like maybe this is part of why your heart is coming out, because your heart chakra has, maybe you have some walls built up. And some of you, it's time for you, that they're there and you're ready to shed them. That's what the year of the snake is all about. Transformation, shedding the skin, letting go. The more you let go, the more you allow more new, fresh energy to come into your life. It's a very beautiful, eye-opening, and unknown experience, but it's all the same, what you're ready to go through on your journey, right? So this recommends transform through the Serpent's sacred energy. The Serpent's sacred energy facilitates profound transformation. It represents the power to transmute negative energies and achieve spiritual growth and renewal. Wow, look at that. Yeah, it's a part of you seeking this out. You want this for yourself. You want this for yourself. And you also have a strong desire to find out your true purpose so that you can also, on your path, also maybe share some insight. Not only be a student, but a teacher. That's what the information I got. Okay. Very beautiful start here. Okay, let's pull your past, present, and future. That card wants to come out. Okay, let's see what we have in your past, present, and future position here. Because birthdays, we think, you know, birthdays is a time of reflection. Oftentimes we want to sit back. Look at this, the Emperor, the Emperor. So very, a leader. A leader and an enlightened leader, not just to lead, not a mechanical robot leader, not someone without feelings. You have feelings, you know how to manage your feelings, and you are a conduit as well. You're holding the scepter here. Yeah, and you have, this is, I think maybe this is the Aries. This is the Aries card. So maybe you have an Aries in your life. Or it's time for you to meet an Aries to gain some sort of insight from them. Aries are leaders. They're very direct and passionate. And you're holding this, you're balancing two different objects. It's like direct, you have direct communication. So this is in your past position, so something that could have happened recently, or you may be actually going through at this time, and you're about to move out of that into your present position, which is Five of Swords. And this is you leading others. You're teaching others. It's not an easy teaching position that you're in with this card. You're actually trying to help others change their own patterns of where they are in their life. They have their back turned. They're not looking at you or talking to you. You're carrying, so there's 5 swords, and you're carrying 3. And you're leaving these other 2 for them to pick up. They are their swords. They are their responsibilities. So you've set some boundaries in your life, and you're not going to absorb or carry others' bags anymore. And this is a very compassionate and loving way, but it's also I don't know if stern is the right, what is the right word, Spirit? It's a discernment. It's a way that you're lovingly guiding them to take ownership of their feelings, of their possessions, of the things that they called into their life, of the things that they feel, so that they're not projecting those onto other people anymore. And they may have seeked you out to be a teacher for this, and now they're going through their shadow. They're having a difficult time picking the sword up. They're having a difficult time taking accountability for their actions. They're struggling right now with taking ownership for all of their thoughts, dreams, passions, illusions, everything that is going on within themselves. But you are very firm and strong. You have this look about you that is, I will not pick those up. Those are for you to pick up. So you're very clear about it, yet it's in a way, it's in a coaching way. It's in a way of a coach. Yeah. So that's your present position, or going to happen, because you've called in the Serpent Sacred Transformation, and that's brought to you an emperor light. And this is your soul. This is like your soul. And this could be something that you're not really even aware of at this time. It's going to take meditation. But this, for some of you, you're very clear on this reading so far, and you know exactly what this relates to. Oh, wow, look at this. 3 of Swords. Yeah, your 3 of Swords here. So we're just going to cover her up there with a tree agate stone. So that could be something to help you with on this pain that you are letting go of. So 3 of Swords, this could be like you are nurturing your heart here. You have your hand over your heart space. It's almost as if you're catching the love and the pain, and you're transmuting it. You're letting go of these 3 swords. So this could be 3 people in your life that are not really serving you anymore at this time, or it could be that you're on a different level. It doesn't mean that either of you are on a better level than the other. That's not at all what this message is. So just make sure that you're not pedestaling yourself or anyone else. In fact, I think if anything, you maybe have pedestaled others in the past, and maybe you have even taken this. Now that you are the teacher, you didn't get to become the teacher by not experiencing these feelings yourself. So that's why you're able to also have empathy with it. That's why you are able to know, you have a clear mind of, yes, you have been in these positions before. You are detached from what they're going through, yet you also can reflect onto what you experienced, which is why they also honor you in this teaching. They're honoring you, even though it doesn't look like it and they have their backs to you. They're just sorting out what they're going through. And it's up to them. So it's going to probably lead to this. And it's interesting that there are three swords, and there's also 3 people in this card. So it very well could be the fact that they have learned to pick their swords up, and now you have learned to let go of the 3 in your hand, because the 3 in your hand are starts. Like the one here, maybe perhaps that's your own illusions, your own patterns that you have in your mind that are illusions and are not real in reality. Maybe it's something that you've carried with you since childhood, and you've known that it's something that you have and you hold. It's a shadow side of yourself that you don't really want to hold anymore. You want to keep the sword, because the sword, you want to be able to view the sword as being protection, not as what you've always viewed the sword as on the other side, as being defensive. So maybe you are letting go in this energy. You're letting go. I mean, there's grief there. You're grieving the loss of, yeah, Delia's confirming that for you. You're grieving the loss of what was. However, the loss of what was may have needed to let go. It's like, again, it's almost as if a juggling of, yes, you have these 3 swords on you. You have one in each hand, but you have no room to hold anything else. So in an essence, this could also be teaching you something. I mean, we're not just teachers, we're also students, right? When we want to learn and grow, and always be able in the mindset of gaining a different perspective, or learning how others see things, not necessarily taking that on, but appreciating and valuing and respecting and honoring others' opinions and perspectives, because it can also shed light onto your own. So this is very beautiful. This is going to be, I mean, the dropping and releasing, I just feel like you're just like, okay, there's not any more that I can take. I cannot take any more. I know I'm avoiding this heartbreak, even though I know that my heart's going to have to break at this time. It's going to have to break. And I'm going to have to allow it to break, or I'm going to stay miserable in the position that I'm in or that I've been in. So for some of you, this is a relationship that you are gaining the strength and power, wisdom, intelligence, higher power, because you've been doing some spiritual work inside. You've called upon the sacred serpent transformation. You've wanted the transformation. But again, at the same time, in order to get that transformation, it's not always easy. You know, a rainbow, when does a rainbow come? I mean, I use this analogy a lot because it's so ever present every day of our lives. You know, it's when the universe, something happens in our life, the universe, whether it's by the universe's doing of redirecting you or putting you back onto the path that you're supposed that you were called to do, that your purpose was, that was your life purpose to begin with, or whether it's just something that yourself had manifested with a career, a home, a city, a town, a set of mind, you know, a mindset that you have, whatever that could be. It can be painful. It can shatter our world even. It can feel like the end of the world, especially if it is a heartbreak. And whether that heartbreak is learning something about ourselves and knowing and being more aware and conscious that it's there, or whether it's a heartbreak, like whether it's a heartbreak in our own self of going into the underworld, doing an ego death, doing plant medicine, something, anything of spiritual awareness, awakeness, a transformation, it's going to cause some shedding. And it's a beautiful thing when it happens. You're going to feel so much lighter after this. Let's pull an archangel animal to end your reading. So you are born. Happy birthday once again. And then this is a happy rebirth day. And this I'm feeling definitely a sort of a rebirth of you letting go of the thoughts, patterns in your mind that you've had for decades that isn't serving you. Letting go of the illusions. Letting go of attachments. That just came. That was a downloaded message. That was something that Spirit just came through. Yeah, I mean, and for some of you, this is your health. This is your health. This is like the doctor has let you know it's time for you to change your diet, or it's time for you to start exercising. How hard are those habits, you know? Think about that. Those are really hard. They're very difficult habits. Like this could be the doctor for you, and the doctor is like telling you, okay, or a counselor. If you're in a relationship, this could be the counselor, and this could be you and your mate, you and your partner, you know, disagreeing, you're separate, you're off. It doesn't mean that it's bad or good. It just means it is. It is. You're all in separate positions because you're all sorting your own things out, because you have an individual self that is to be sacred, that is to be respected, that will come if it hasn't come already. Yeah. And this is you stepping more into that sacredness. First, you must release in order to allow the fresh and new to come in. And so I am guided to let you know that for those that are not aware, we are all born, when our souls are born as a human, we're all born with a guardian spirit, and we're also born with an animal spirit. And those are the two main ones those are the two that will stay with us for the rest of our life. Whether we tap into their energy, whether we are aware of them being with us or not, they will always be with you while you are a human being. They will always be with you while you're a human being. Other spirit guides, other archangels, they will come and go. Sometimes when you call upon them, the majority of the time when you call upon them. And you have the rabbit, and there's also a unicorn. Oh my goodness, unicorn. Magical. You are magical. And look, I said rainbow. Look at that. Yeah. This is a beautiful affirmation. Oh my gosh, the spirit's here with us. I just felt a real, a joyful feeling in my heart for you. And I do hope that you're feeling that too. Rabbit, recognize your significance. Yes, yes. Recognize your significance because that's what this is going to lead to. You're going to actually be able to recognize and see your authenticity in yourself, and you're going to recognize him or her, and you're going to actually, your heart is just going to spread open and wide. Look at this, in all directions of time and space. That's the message I just received. Yeah. And once your heart is balanced and open, your third eye will come too if it hasn't already. Yeah. And I'm also feeling, this says to call upon Archangel Gabriel. And I'm also going to recommend that you call upon Archangel Mary too, because she is related to unicorns, to the magical miracle side and aspect of unicorns. Maybe meditate with the unicorn and a rabbit. If you've seen a rabbit or if you're seeing rabbits now, this is definitely an affirmation for you. Happy birthday and happy rebirth day as well. Recognize your significance. We are all so very blessed that you were born. You came here with a purpose, and it's beautiful that you're now working and that you're now going toward that purpose. And five is going to be a big number for you this year. 5 represents change, and it represents transformation. And it can definitely be, 5 can definitely be about a positive change, a pleasure change. The 5th house is in the sun. So the sun is very powerful. So there may be something with you stepping into your power and appreciating the storms before the rainbow as much as you appreciate the rainbow. You're realizing you can't just have the rainbow. You have to also have the roller coaster ride of the emotions, and also learning about attachments, detachments, allowing others in your space to have their individual self, but also knowing that you can also be in a group setting, connected together for a moment in time. Loving. You can still love someone. The best, most unconditional love there is loving someone and allowing them to be their individual self. That's authentic. And the same goes for you. Loving yourself authentically, purely. Recognize your significance. Do something really sweet and special for yourself today. Typically, our birthdays, well, I don't want to say typically, but growing up, we are all like, our birthdays, our parents wanted to make them so special. You're usually around a lot of people on your birthday. Typically, not everyone. This doesn't go for everyone. This doesn't even go for myself included. I like to have my own space on my birthday, but I also like to balance it with some conversation, with some socialization with others. And that depends. It depends on where I'm at with it. But yeah, you're recognizing your significance and also how important it is for you to go within and when to go without externally. So this is your message today. Happy birthday. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please share with me your story, where you're at in this journey, and how this related to you. engage and share, and let's start conversations on this. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, share it with a friend whose birthday's today if it's not your birthday, or a partner or loved one. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.